from C Sportsnet. Undisputed. With Mason Tyler, Jason Gallagher, and Matthew Mistixo.
Welcome back to Mason Tyler's Undisputed. Very heart-heavy past couple of weeks here at Undisputed. We lost Kyle Busch. Wanted to touch on that real quick. I'm not going to dedicate this episode to him or anything, but we miss Kyle Busch dearly. It's a damn shame. But to get to the meat and potatoes of tonight's Undisputed, joining me, as always, Jason Gallagher, Matt Bottles, and Dylan Fox. Dylan Fox going 2 for 2. Let's see how many episodes he keeps showing up for, and in a new seat. What do you think of that? That's pretty adorable. So, nothing quite like it. Oh, okay. Well, I'm dead in the water. I'm dead in the chair over there. But
lost Mason Tyler.
So first things first. We're out of Indianapolis. We're out of the off week. Indianapolis was a race. I did not do very well. I hardly made the race, and I was ass. But you know who wasn't? Was Mirror. Mirror finally got win number 1 on the season. He finally got it done. You know, I'll just say this much about him. As he's my driver, for a bit there, he was getting caught up in, you get caught in the motions here and there about, oh man, I'm sucking ass. And he definitely was getting caught in that motion, but good to see him finally reach victory lane in a thrilling photo finish between him and Diamond Beast Law. Diamond Beast almost clenched to win number 2, but you know who hasn't won in the last 3 races and hasn't clenched win number 5 in the last 3? V-Chud, otherwise known as vKolby, he hasn't been winning. He's been kind of mid recently. I don't know. Are we witnessing the great vKolby fall off, guys?
No.
You have to look at this. He's a victim of his own circumstance. He got lagged out of the lead at Indy. Mexico City, he got dicked out of the way. And then, what was the race in between? Pocono. We don't talk about Pocono.
Pocono was waffling.
So it's like he's got his luck ran out. You know, he was like the only guy that wasn't really getting affected by a lot of the issues everybody else were, and he's getting affected by it.
Compiling.
But hey, get it out of the way now. Instead of the chase, I'm gonna go get a beer.
Well, it's not all gloom and doom at the 29 crew, as he has locked into the chase now, as well as myself. So that is some weight off our shoulders. I only made it in because I've made every race. Truly lifeless over here.
Job.
But this kind of brings me to the point standings really quickly. Is that vKolby still holding down the fort with his 4 wins. Now, I will point this out. His last 3 races have tanked his average finish. Not a lot, but a little. So let's kind of touch on his last 3 real quick. Last 3 finishes 4th, 10th, and 5th. Now, for comparison, the 5 races before that, 1st, 2nd, 1st, 3rd, 1st. So,
give it a solid 8.
Yeah, he's finished outside. He's finished outside the top 3 for the last 3 races, and that is very uncharacteristic of him. But he still has those wins to fall back on. He's still got a 47-point lead over 2nd. So now let's get through the rest of points here. Diamond Beast still holding down the fort in 3rd. Luna in 4th. B-Rad did not race at Indy. He has fallen back to 5th in points. Skyronics, 6th. I ran around him a lot at Indy because we were both kind of shit. And he he's getting better at
Yeah,
this.
yeah, Mason. What happened to you at Indy, man? You were like a non-factor all day.
I'll be honest with you guys. It was a rough day at home. It was a rough day behind the wheel.
I'm sorry,
Um,
Mason. I love you, Mason.
That
Have my
dog wasn't
children,
there.
Mason.
So the consistency was not there. I was kind of shit the entire race. I think the highest I got in the race was like third, and that was mainly because of pit cycling. But we just didn't have speed, and if the worst I do, the worst that was is 10th. I mean, I can't complain too much.
On the bright side, I mean, you clinched a playoff spot. I mean, you job done.
Yeah, exactly. So
you can call the Rake season a success.
I mean, even the guys in the Swift VC can say this much. I was pretty quiet that day, and that may, I like talking and driving. I like yapping. I wouldn't have a Roblox racing podcast if I didn't. So that explains that. Indy was bad, but that's okay. Chicago Street Course will probably be worse. It'll be a miracle if I qualify for that, but we'll see. Actually, that's what I said about Indy. I completely blew my qualifying lap in Indy, and I still somehow qualified. Like, I don't understand it. But regardless, who completely blew it at Indy, blew himself out of the league was Greasy Bacon in that number 7 car.
Oh man,
Dylan, Durr, and Bottle, all three of you, please elaborate on that in whatever order you feel comfortable.
I've never been like, this is the first time all season I've laughed so hard at something. Like I physically, like the race had like a temporary pause. Like I had to stop and collect myself. I wish Jason's mic picked it up before he picked it up. I was laughing so hard. That was I had the perfect POV. I'm like flying because you guys. I don't know if you guys see me. I fly like way above the track, and I just have my FOV set where I can see everything. I just like look up and I just see him like come across my screen and just.
C Sports, play the clip.
Please.
Oh my god! Please, you could do anything useful this week, like instead of delaying for 17 months like last time. Yeah, please put that on the stream.
Dude, I'll say this much. I didn't understand what was happening until after the fact. So I go back and watch it. And he just looks like a damn frisbee, bro. Like someone threw him
He just
exactly out of the track at a perfect angle. So
he just disappears.
yeah.
Dude, I didn't see what happened. I just see the caution comes out.
So did he intent wreck himself into
pull
pit
out on
road and then
track.
he was just being
Yeah,
problematic?
he drove himself into pit road to try and then like right in front of the leaders to try to get a caution, wreck the leaders, whatever. So he got parked, and then he was out of the server within 3 seconds of that happening, and then he got banned.
Sounds like a good old rage quit. I mean, it was gonna happen at some point. To nobody really that relevant, thank God. But
Thank God.
that was pretty entertaining.
I mean, I'll give the credit where credit's due. I mean,
Where's the credit?
Where's the credit?
that's the point.
Yeah. Similar to buy here, pay here lots, there is no credit to be found here. So on to
I like that joke. That was a good one.
the
That was good. I gotta give you
speaking
credit.
of nothing, King Prime has nothing right now. That dude has
Big
been
Prime
ready.
has been he's been deemed inactive, and he is no longer eligible to earn points towards the chase if he shows up at any time between now and the end of the play or the end of the regular season. He will, get all his stuff back. But until then, we're no longer scoring him on the leaderboard.
This works out well this works out well mainly for Ray, because right now, if you notice, bringing your attention back to the points, we're talking about Skyronics, overpaid 7th. Mirror with his win at Indy is 8th, but he's in on points alone. So even if Mir suddenly didn't have a lot of points, like he misses the next two, he's still in that wild card contention. But that would probably knock Ray out because Axel is sitting in ninth with that wild card spot for now at 161 points. Ray is sitting in 10th at 165 points, but no win. Now, to say this much, Northify is 25 points back.
We have a fan in the audience.
Really? Oh,
It's
boy.
Feechud.
Oh, it's V
Should we
Chud.
bring vKolby in for an interview to talk about his recent performances?
You know what? Let's do it.
I don't have him as a friend.
Hold on. I do. vKolby gets his second undisputed appearance of the season.
We need to bring somebody on. We need to bring Mirror on. We need to bring. Let's just have a driver episode. Let's bring Mirror on after this. I'll ask
You
him
know
real
what?
quick.
Yeah, I mean, if Mirror's still up, we could do that too. But
That's
vKolby,
Miranda
welcome
Rhodes.
to Undisputed. We are live. We see you over there in the audience. vKolby, we wanted to bring you up here. We wanted to bring you on the phone here. We really wanted to ring your bell. What the hell has been happening the past 3 races? And talk us through what has been going on with that 29 crew.
You know, when the 29 crew gets associated with
We are the soldiers of the.
I think anything but good
Oh,
happens.
boy. Man, you always got to go say some shit C Sports can't air.
Yeah, fuck.
It wasn't even Dylan this time.
Hey! Actually, yeah, it wasn't.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude, I did.
Dirk, give us a
I haven't-
timestamp. Let's see how long we've made it.
11 minutes.
Okay, you know what? 11. Oh my god, 11 is better than like 5, generally. But
Fake clutch. Why?
bottle! I completely forgot about that meme. Okay, we'll come back to that in a bit. Is that a GIF?
Yeah,
Is that a GIF bottle? That's a GIF. That's going right to the saved. Anyway, so you know, you obviously are talking about your association here, vKolby. In reality, you know, walk us through Indy, Pocono, and Mexico City. Not necessarily in that order, but as you feel appropriate describing. And I mean, Mexico City, you know, I am kind of grateful because I did win that race. But mainly Indy and Pocono. Take us through what's been going on for the last 2.
Those 2 were just unlucky, man. I mean, we hit a C frame out of like turn 3 at Pocono during green flag run, and it was just a fight for P2 at that point. I feel like I could have won there, but Indy coming out of pits, I barely touched the grass, and it just yanked me to the left and into the invisible wall.
Mm.
I'm glad I hit max danger though. That was pretty cool.
Worthy sacrifice. You know, I had something
Yeah,
similar
pretty nice.
happen when I was ahead of Diamond Beast coming out of pit road. This was like the second to last stop, and I had barely touched the grass, and I'd gotten into that wall too, and it was frustrating. And even on the last stop, it happened again, and I just fell off a cliff. I went from maybe a 7th place finish day to 10th, so haven't had anything that bad since Central Montana, but regardless, you know, we're coming up on Chicago street course next, Colby. Do you got a plan of attack for that? Have you practiced that at all? Because I sure as shit haven't.
Me and Dird just gonna touch tips for first.
You like men kissing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you two all have it all figured out. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and finish maybe 7th, maybe 6th if I'm lucky. And if there's a late caution, maybe 4th or 5th. That's kind of where I'm projecting myself.
Oh, this guy's account was made a month ago, and he just joined the server. Kick.
Anywho, you know, we're talking about how Chicago street course is going to be, I don't know if I'd call it a great equalizer, but it will be something. We've obviously ran road courses this season, but this is a first for the NRRA, a street course. I think, right? I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Now, Chicago Street Course was tested preseason, and it did test okay. That's all I'll say about it. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I haven't touched the track since, but we got some time.
You're gonna learn, boy. You're gonna learn.
You're damn right. I'm gonna learn.
Are we
but-
doing those rain setups?
You know what? That's a great question.
What?
Are we doing the rain setups?
Yes.
Okay, we're doing the rain setups. You heard it here last. Rain setups at Chicago Street Course should make things extra slippery, and if you're anything like Dylan and Durr, you like it slippery. So, but what ultimately is a very slippery slope, but in the right direction for the NRRA, is that D2 bidding for the sponsorship, I believe, ended recently. Is that right? Okay, I have no
Correct.
idea.
Yeah, it did.
Correct?
I think.
So
It ended.
I am guessing a D2 sponsor has been picked then.
Yes. There is a D2 sponsor.
Can we
All right.
announce it on Mason Tyler's Undisputed?
I mean, if you
cannot.
guys are
Can it be
We
Baffle?
cannot announce it. We cannot
Why
announce
can't
it.
we announce
Can you
that
give us
Mason
a
Tyler's
hint at
Undisputed?
least?
Can I give you a hint?
Yes.
Fucking dudes.
All right, what a hint.
That's
Speaking of dudes, this golden image that bottle reminded me of at precisely 12:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you've seen this clip, I can't remember this guy's last name. What's his last name again?
Colin Cowherd.
Colin Cowherd. Yes. Colin Cowherd. We were talking about George the Dev a lot last week. And here's all I'm going to say about it after Indy, because we had Diet George the Dev at Indy. He wasn't near as bad. Now, would I say he was
George
completely
was pretty
scot-free?
competitive. I'll say George impressed me.
All right. Here's
For
the point.
once. How long?
This
was
is
that?
my message to former but semi-active competitor Nathan Inman and George the Dev. Nathan Inman, we're good. And let me reiterate that. Hey, Nathan, we're good. George the Dev is here. George the Dev is here. You can go ahead, retire. All right? George the Dev has usurped you in being one of the most infamous drivers on the track actively right now. Whether being a wrecking ball, semi-competitive, stupid-ass fuel strategies, or running like shit, he's accomplished it. And some could say he is beating you at your own game while you've been sitting at
Pretty
home.
good at running the keyboard
Yes,
and by just typing in driver's chat.
he is a keyboard warrior. And
For real.
now, the only thing I can really pick apart about these two is that we obviously know George's background. Now, here's the deal. George may or may not develop games on Roblox. And I think that that infects some of his methodology, his decision-making, his way of approaching a row race that certain 13 other drivers typically don't like at a certain time. And there's someone who still admittedly does have a really big ego and used to have a way bigger ego. I can say that ego is influencing decisions that I don't really fuck with. Nor does most of the field. But I digress. Good lord, dude. The
But
gifts.
I digress.
I digress.
Yeah, I just muted the fucking chat.
Yeah. Now that we're done with our segment of beating the shit out of George,
Are we done with vKolby?
yeah, vKolby, get the hell out of here.
No.
Bye,
All
vKolby.
right, all right, bye bye,
No.
bye bye.
Get out.
All right.
Anyway, we lost vKolby.
Are we ready? Are we ready for the other one?
Oh yeah, we can bring him in. Shoot, I forgot about that.
And is anyone friends with him?
I got it.
Yeah, at his podcast. Yeah, thank you.
Am I? I got it. All right. I don't have him friended actually. What the hell?
I
He's
sent
my
him
own
I
driver.
sent him a link. I sent him a link. Yeah, there we go. All right. Next up, our Indy
It's not
Brickyard
calling me.
400 race winner, Muir Gaymore.
It's not calling him.
Oh.
Oh, and
Oh,
Dylan
there
left.
I
you
There you go.
accidentally left the call.
All right. Hold on. Mirror, welcome to Undisputed for your first go around, and yeah, you're live on Undisputed. Mirror, we wanted to talk to you about your Indy win, the drag race to the finish with Diamond Beast, and take us through your kind of experience this season. We were talking about it earlier, mainly me. That you're kind of down in the dumps to start, but now you got a win under your belt, safe into the chase, basically, unless some crazy shit happens. Where you at right now, man? How was Indy? Where you at?
Oh, first of all, thank you for having me, guys. I really appreciate it.
Ah.
And well, for for Indy, our race started actually kind of slow, and it progressively got worse at the early going. I remember just screaming at people like,
Damn
"This is
right you
how we're
were. I was
racing."
there.
Yeah,
right.
but as soon as we got some green flag laps going and we started to get cycled through strategy, I knew we had a fast car for like the majority of the race, and that was all. And once we
Mir,
got
I'm
up
gonna
front,
interrupt
we could
you
stay there.
because I can and I own you. What's your thoughts on
Okay.
Greasy Bacon getting skipped erased?
Oh.
Well, that's the first time I saw a car fly out of the track 3 times.
Yeah, that is pretty impressive.
Impressive
I've
for all the
never
wrong
s-
reasons.
yeah, I have never seen that before. So that was
Pretty
first.
epic.
Yeah.
So, other than Swift not bringing pieces of shit to the track for once,
What?
you know, like I said, what after the Indy win, and has this kind of like turned around your season? Has this kind of put some dip on your chip, if you will? Has this really added lighter fluid to the fire? What are you ready to rock and roll now? You're gonna give vKolby a run for his money because we just had him on here a couple minutes ago. So
I wouldn't say we're there just yet, but I really feel like the momentum changed as soon as we unloaded in Mexico. And we started running up front and started to get laps in at the front, and where I could like control the lines, I could control where I could put my car. It was fun for the time, and unfortunately we got shuffled back due to a strategy that kind of screwed me over. But ever since Mexico, when we finished 6th, I felt like the momentum has completely changed. And Pocono, where I got my top 5, where I was running up front, leading laps, I felt like, hey, maybe we're not so bad this season. Because before then, I was like, what, 30 points below the cut line? But then
You were back
after,
there. You were back there.
yeah, I was definitely back there. But after Mexico, I did miss a race. I think it was Charlotte that I missed.
Yes.
But ever since Mexico, I felt like we've been getting faster and faster. And during the Indy, man, that was an incredible race. I
What do
feel
you-
bad for Oh, go ahead.
what did you think? Well, it seemed like you and Diamond Beast had a pretty amicable conclusion to that race. I know he was probably equally as fired up as you were. And what was it like racing him? What has been? It seems like I wouldn't say you two have run into each other live, but it's typical that Swift cars run into DT cars, and then occasionally throw George into the mix by some miracle, and maybe B-Rad. And what's that dynamic been like?
I feel like the DT guys are they're the top of the class right now, but I think some people are starting to match them. Diamond was up there for a while, but he's kind of fallen back a tiny bit. And I feel like the power rankings that you made,
You say that.
I was hovering.
I make those. I make those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went down to third, dude. What the hell? Oh my god. Oh my god. I had one bad race, bro. Oh.
Well, man, stop having bad races.
Yeah, I'm gonna
But yeah, I
I'm
felt
gonna
like I
fall to
was.
seventh.
Yeah, but I felt like I was hovering around maybe 7th or 8th best driver in the league. But ever since Mexico, of course, I started to get better and better and better. And it was halfway through Pocono that I really started to gain the momentum, because then I finally figured out how to race the track. I finally figured how to race Indy cleanly and not wreck people, unlike a certain 25 driver that doesn't know how to break the corner.
Yeah, true. Truth nuke.
Hey,
Truth
fuck
nuke.
you. Stop talking about that driver.
No, it's a truth nuke because he really wasn't that good at it.
He's
No,
not
he was
wrong
not.
there. He's not wrong.
It was kind of the same way at Pocono too. So.
It's bad when George isn't the worst driver on the track.
That's
Oh, man.
crazy. That's crazy. That's low-key absurd.
Dude, I don't know if that's
I don't know about
undisputed. We
that.
just had a whole section on George. Like, what does
Like,
Bottle need to
George,
change the meme
it's
now?
okay. It's George, it's okay.
Hey Nathan, we're good. Overpaid is here. Is that what that needs to be changed to?
Possibly.
I
Oh
didn't
my
make
God.
that image. I think B-Rad did. And I
Okay.
loved it.
B-Rad, when you listen to this, if you listen to this, make one for overpaid and shoot. I don't know. Who else is screw it. Make one for
Make one for everybody. Fuck it.
yeah, make one for everybody.
Pretty much,
Just,
yeah. Make one for everyone.
if somebody has a bad race, just pull that out and they'll be the you know what we haven't done in a while? Cinder block of shame.
Cinder block of shame.
You know, I was about to say it's gonna be shameful if somebody gets that sent to them, but cinder block of shame winner this week. If it ain't, yeah, damn right, it'd be Greasy Bacon, dude. Oh my god, I would say me because I ran like shit, but I didn't get banned at least. So
You didn't get banned.
You did not get banned. No.
Congrats.
I mean, I'm not gonna say like he's banned permanently. I just more of like banned for the rest of the season. Because
He's welcome to come back next season if he wishes.
he won't. Thank
But,
God.
yeah,
But
anyway,
very doubtful.
so here's kind of what cinder block of shame winner, Greasy. Will we see him again? Hopefully not, but who knows? But to tie in some real life events, similar to Greasy, the NASCAR race at Nashville was, well, the Cup Series race at least, was that was something. How about them brake rotors, guys? Should we add brake rotor failure to NRRA?
I can. I know how.
Well. It was a rhetorical question,
Let's
hypothetical.
not go that far.
Yeah, only give it to the 70.
Oh, driver giving an opinion. Get him out of here. You're done here, Mirror. Thank you for your time. I hope he's not actually mad about that.
Oh, he is.
But-
He's gonna fucking tickle you, bro.
He's tickling. He's gonna tickle your pickle.
Now you just made it gay. Matter of fact, Matt, you get out of here too. Matter of fact, let's bring Mirror back.
All right.
Anyway, so we've gone through the drivers. and we've talked about, what's up next. Chicago Street Course. We're kind of touching on this quickly. And we touched on the points. And we got a hint at what the D2 sponsor is going to be. Hopefully they're not too late. With announcing the new model of sponsorship for D2.
Shut the fuck up.
And
What's that?
dude, something got stuck in my throat there. It was,
Shut the fuck up.
it's tough being kind of a model row racer like me that's always late
Okay.
to
Shut
Undisputed.
the fuck up.
So anyway,
Fucking
anyway.
bitch.
Okay.
You
and
fucking bitch.
we've heard. Oh yeah, I wanted to say something on behalf of Undisputed. We've heard your complaints. We will try not to do any more Fortnite in the future.
When I look at you, oh, I feel my heart, oh, I feel it loud inside. Oh, love, natural, I can't believe how you do to me. You make me feel, oh, how you say, feel so special. Oh, love, natural, I can't believe how you do to me. You make me feel, oh, how you say, feel so special.
We may go back to Minecraft. I think people liked that actually when there was the Minecraft on the smaller screen. So I don't know how the server or realm or whatever you guys do is
it's dead.
holding up.
It's non-existent now. The phase has died.
What
Yeah.
died?
The Minecraft phase.
The Minecraft phase is over for now. It'll be
Yeah, 'cause
back in
RDM
another 6
died
months.
because Corbin's a little gay baby.
Oh yeah, that's somebody we haven't talked about at all on Undisputed. That's a history
in the
lesson right
league.
there. Corbin, former NRRA driver, one of the most winningest and dominant in his
Not the
short.
best.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, no. I mean, I still beat him all-time wins, but I've also been in the league longer.
Yeah,
you
he
beat-
also drove like a pecker fucker, so.
Yeah, I did. There's a whole story there where I flung him out of the map at Charlotte Roval, and then I proceeded to get fired during the race because there used to be this lovely little team that I helped found prior to Swift Motorsports, prior to any other incarnation of my team, called Redemption Motorsports. And I've lost my stake in that a long time ago, but after I lost my stake and returned to the team for the first time, we're at the Charlotte Roval, and I'm pitting, and Corbin, now co-owner of the team, he overshot his stall big time, and I was the stall in front of him. So he's like 3 stalls ahead, and he just backs straight up into me. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? I don't want to get a penalty, because this is what Brooks was officiating. And I'm like, dude, he's
We
gonna
all
throw
know
out
Brooks is officiating was over here he could.
dude, he only threw out like the pit road penalties like candy, dude. So I keep like pushing back, like I keep like hitting the W key and I keep going forward. And I don't know what happens next, but I'm like inside his back bumper and it just flings him out of the map. It was the funniest shit I've ever seen. But I immediately got fired and maintained it wasn't my fault, which it wasn't. And
It was your fault.
you know what? They didn't like that.
Just like season.
Just like
2,
season 2.
D2.
Yep.
That was all your fault.
Yep. 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 Yep.
I'm sorry, Mason. If it makes you feel any better,
No, none of it makes me feel any better.
No, if it makes you feel any better, Matt Bottles Graphics is sponsoring the second division of the NRRA next season as the
okay.
primary sponsor of the Matt Bottles Graphics Truck Series.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the model that the division.
That's the
will
model I submitted to get designed. Dumb fuck.
be. No way. You're lying.
Okay. No, see if
That's
I'm
undisputed.
lying, bitch. See if I'm fucking lying. Call me a
Okay.
fucking liar. Call me a
Send me
fucking liar.
proof right now. and I'll take it all back.
Check your D, bro. Let me get it out in flash.
All right, I'll check it. I'll take back my undisputed take.
All right, I want Mason. If I send you proof and I'm correct, you have to publicly apologize on Undisputed.
I'll do it within the next 5 minutes of this live stream
Okay,
or
okay.
recording.
Okay, there you go, Mason.
If are you gonna have some AI generated just to try to fool me?
Where's my apology, bitch?
Oh. Oh man. C Sports, insert some like distressing music, like some sad, just
okay.
some I fucked up music. So
Yeah, you did.
this is where the public apology comes in. There may or may not be some truth to Dylan Fox, the chairman of the NRRA, regarding the status and model and function of the secondary division of the league. And though, to my best knowledge, that none of the details are completely finalized, it has come to my understanding that it is still up in the air what will be ran, whether cars, trucks, four-wheelers, you name it, boats. And I would like to apologize for my previous statements or implications.
Almost there.
And thank you, Dylan Fox.
Thank you.
So
Is Jason alive? I don't think Jason said a single fucking word in the last half hour.
yeah, let's give Jason, you get the next 2 minutes. You have to fill the air somehow.
I'm a scat man.
And two hard through one. They pile up, and the Tubs heartburn turn.
Why are you hitting that shit low key?
It's Pride Month, guys.
I fucking love dudes.
So everyone
You know
go.
who he reminds me of? You know who he reminds me of? I fucking love dudes. I fucking love dudes. Alright, as you all know, it is Pride Month.
Yeah, so everyone.
Happy Pride.
Happy-
Everybody wish George Tulsma a happy Pride Month.
Everyone wish your
Oh.
local
George
Joey
the
Logano
Dev.
fan a happy Pride Month.
Every Logano fan across the nation.
I fucking love dudes. Happy Pride Month, Mirror.
You know, speaking of Logano, I want to talk about how ass he's been recently. Like,
Makes
we
me
gotta
so
have
happy.
My God, the Logano fall off needs to be studied. Like,
Never been
beautiful.
happier.
it's it's like 2017 all over again.
Yep.
What season did he miss the playoffs?
2017.
2017. Dude, 2017 was a blessing, dude. He was so bad. And it's like watching that in 4K. So, for comparison, Joey Logano in 2026 has scored 4 top 10s, with 2 of those being top 5s. There has been
A Bullying Arena person.
14 races in the season so far. And he's only finished top 10 in 4 of them.
Can I mention something really quickly? How perfectly our season lines up with the real life NASCAR season? Like, we
It is
both go to
pretty-
Michigan.
That is pretty dope. Except they go to Pocono after Michigan.
Oh shit!
Bottle is going to be eating good in terms of row racing
Gonna be
and
eating good.
actual
I'm
racing.
gonna be going to at least a truck race this weekend.
Resident Michigan glazer over here.
Hey man,
I will say I would really like it if Chicagoland came to the NRRA schedule again. Miss it.
Well, Mason, to really shutter your inner desires much more, buddy old pal, Mason.
Yeah.
Would you like to here's a very rough draft of the
Oh.
next season schedule.
What the hell? We going to Eldora?
Yep. Heard it here first.
Oh.
Mason Tyler's undisputed.
Oh, this is okay.
That's not final at all. There's a lot of spots missing that need to be added. That's
Yeah,
the
I was
wrong.
kinda
That's the
thinking that
wrong.
looks-
That's the wrong schedule. That's the wrong schedule. Hold on.
I was about to say that looks a little short.
All right.
I love getting information that I can't share.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Here you go.
sick.
Here you go, Mason. There's D1, and the one I sent before that was D2, but I'm not sending that one again.
Oh,
That's not official either.
no freaking way. Is that oh man. The track before Indianapolis. Dude, you're bringing it back? Hell yeah. That's awesome. Dude, that was the best. All right, I'm going to stop talking because then it's going to give it away. But
blow it.
Back in the old day, that was a really good track, and I'm happy to bring it back.
I like that. I like that.
What?
I like that a lot. Not to say I've seen the schedule, guys, but I like that. Just staring at my computer screen.
There's going to be one major change, but we'll let that be a surprise.
We'll put that in our back pocket for now. You know what?
And here, fuck it. Here's the truck schedule. Fuck it. What on? This is the truck schedule is pretty much final. We're not doing too many crazy races for the truck series. Of course, Matt will have some input. With Matt, no.
Damn. Just no.
The playoff. Oh, excuse me. The playoffs for the truck series looks crazy.
Man, I don't know if I want to run D2 anymore. Fuck this shit.
You know what?
Mason or Matt, look at all the off weeks you get though. You get a lot of time off.
Almost too much.
The most
time
races you've run in a row is 4
I was hoping it'd be 6 or 7.
off. What about the
in the stream.
What about the 5?
No. Anyway, you know,
Oh yeah, the 5. Oopsie. Well, there's gonna be
I
off week.
wanted
There's always an
to
off week right
say,
there. There's always an off week on the
you
Cup
know,
Series is doing the fucking spring break. Shit. Summer
it
break.
was Mexico City. I was the honorary official for Mexico City during qualifying. That was kind of
Yeah,
cool.
you got promoted to official.
Yeah, and then quickly
Temporary role.
demoted again. You know, temporary role. I'm gonna put that on my LinkedIn. You know, oh yeah, I officiated a row racing league once. I'm pretty cool. I have no idea how to use Roblox commands. I'm very stupid. I barely know how to use NoClip.
It's okay. We love you, Mason.
Yeah, thank God that's undisputed.
You will notice one key track's removed from the schedule, and I'm so happy because I'm tired of pretending like it's a good track. It's not a good track. I'll type
I'm trying
it.
to think.
It's not a good track. Not a good track. Overrated.
Old.
Not a good track. It's just not a good track, man.
I know Bottle. I knew that one was probably not coming back. I felt like that's.
Oh yeah,
See, there's a couple races that have been switched around. There's a couple races that are on the hot plate.
Interesting.
It'll be fun, especially once the NRRA Cup cars get a little bit of a rescript and they get a little bit of a facelift. They're going to look a little different next year, maybe.
Speaking of the
Gonna
Cup
reiterate
cars,
my
you
point.
guys had a testing session before we started recording this.
Mhm,
Take us
mhm.
through.
Wait. I want to continue to leak shit. So our great modeler Riz is going to be doing a little bit of work on the Cup cars, the models, and they're going to look a little more personalized. They're going to look a little bit more unique next season. They're not going to just look like block cars. They're going to look like block cars still, but They're not gonna look like the old Eris era block cars anymore.
Interesting.
They're still gonna look. They're gonna still drive the same, but we're just making them look a little bit better. Maybe. It's not official, but maybe.
So, back to my thought here.
No,
You
fuck
guys
you.
were testing some new blowover and crash and physics stuff at Charlotte earlier. It looked really fun, but also really chaotic and looked like it'd produce a bunch of cautions if it wasn't at a super speedway.
That's the point.
So it's only going to be at super speedways.
No,
Oh,
hopefully. It
so
ran
you want to
perfectly
build in
fine.
cautions. You want cautions that George doesn't cause, so we can't blame him for it.
It ran perfectly fine when Axel and Hunter weren't being gay to each other and just wrecking the whole field on purpose. Why am I dead?
Well, all right. So here's my counterpoint to that. It runs fine when they're not doing that, but let's just say, obviously you can throw out penalties, but people like George, people
I
like
will say,
Axel, people like
I will say,
Ray.
this system, it's very early in development. It needs a lot more tweaking, and hopefully, with a little bit of work done to the NRA cars that I'm trying to do, which I didn't realize was such a pain in the ass. I tried to do a working suspension system. Um, the car actually started twerking, but I kind of understand the technology behind it. The
I
car's not in
understand
the
twerking technology better now.
No, like I figured out like how like Roblox suspension systems work for block cars, and it's actually really cool. And I thought maybe I could incorporate that, but that would require us to have a different turning style, and I hate it. It's not very good. It's very aggressive. It's very like jailbreak car style.
Hmm.
I don't know. We just want to make it feel more like, because right now it's like our only real cautions are like just guys hitting each other and someone wall flinging into the pack. We want Rex to feel more natural, a lot more like we're forcing cautions. I mean,
True.
caution-free racing isn't a bad thing, but at the same time, it's like we want to punish people for making bad moves. At the same time, we've also kind of made a system that rewards bad decisions, so we're kind of trying to find a good even balance, which we think is killing dead hookers for sport. I don't really know the answer yet. That's kind of why we're figuring, like, working on it. It's kind of why we're testing it. I think
Interesting.
it'll be at Michigan. I don't really know yet. Kind of just it'll probably be like a game time decision if we use it at Michigan or not.
Game
Jason, can you
time
sit
is-
down?
Yeah. Jeez, dude. Take off your coat. Stay a while. Anywho. Dirk, can we get a quick time check?
We are at 47 minutes.
Let's do about 7 or 8 more
It's been a
minutes.
pretty good episode, actually.
You know what? Let's just pad it out so it's like the 50, 55-minute
Well,
mark.
we
and
haven't
call it
talked
good.
about the power rankings. We haven't even looked at the
Oh.
schedule. We haven't looked at the schedule for the rest of the season. We haven't looked at
Oh man, the schedule
our
ain't
off.
nothing
We haven't
to
talked about our off week. We haven't talked about our summer break. We haven't talked. There's a lot of things you haven't covered.
All right, let's talk about power rankings then. So, exiting Indy, vKolby still has the top spot. Now, second, that became disputed for the first time in weeks. Diamond Beast Law has moved into second in the power rankings. I have moved down to third. Honestly, makes sense. I ran like crap at Indy. Overpaid's up to fourth. Mirror up to fifth.
That's his first time on the list.
I know. I mean, that's incredible. Luna's in sixth. Axel seventh. B-Red still being on this list baffles me. Especially after missing the last two. But looking forward, that's the power rankings for now. We are in the final stretch of the regular season. I forgot to mention that when we were bringing up Chicago Street Course, because we have the Chicago Street Course, Michigan, and then we wrap it all up in a nice little bow at Atlanta. And then the chase for the globe begins with Darlington, and then we go from there. So exciting things. You know, so that will be a lot of good racing to watch still to come. And I will say that the tracks coming up, I'm excited for. Aside from the street course, I think Michigan, Atlanta, Darlington will all be great. Watkins Glen could be a toss-up. Rockingham and Bristol will probably be good. Talladega. I have Talladega circled, man. I loved how Daytona, I finished like crap at Daytona, but I've never had so much fun finishing 10th in my life. I love the super speedways. I think we should have 4 of them in the season. I think,
We have 3.
yeah, 3 would work too.
We
I
have
mean,
3.
oh yeah, Atlanta, I guess. Yeah, Atlanta still doesn't really exist as a super speedway in my heart yet.
You don't exist.
Anyway, Worldwide Technology Raceway, Texas, Martinsville, Phoenix, and then Homestead, Miami. I'm a little worried about Gateway, Worldwide Technology. I think with the kind of flat track but uneven turns, like how turn 1 and 2 are more narrow and sharper than turn 3 and 4. I think. I think that will provide a distinct challenge. That one we could probably see. I don't want to say that's a vKolby win, but that's a whoever the hell figures it out first type of win. But no, I'm really excited for the rest of the schedule because I felt like the beginning of the schedule was kind of poop. Like Auto Club was meh. Central Montana was fun, but kind of weird. Nashville was okay. So like the Central Montana to, I would say, New Hampshire stretch was not a fan. But that's just my opinion. That's just my undisputed opinion.
Kill him.
I wasn't expecting to like Mexico City as much as I did, but I may be
I'm
biased.
sure you really liked it.
Oh yeah, I was. Mexico City was just great, dude. I've never liked Mexico so much in my life. But no, so that will be exciting to look forward to, and we talk about next season a lot already on these podcast episodes and what's coming up, and it's more exciting to talk about what's developing further down the road than what's already ahead of us immediately. So I say, take it 1 week at a time. We're gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna enjoy it as a driver. This is the most races I think I've ever been able to make in a season. If this did not work for me as is right now, I wouldn't have this podcast. And I am glad to see people are enjoying it and clipping it. Thank you, Hunter. Only time I'll say that. You better savor it. And
you said it the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. I've been too nice to Hunter. Fuck you, Hunter. So anyway, I think C Sports has been a solid partner. There's been some hiccups on their end recently, though. Hoping they get that straightened out. I would like to see more clips of the races, undisputed, you name it, like TikTok style, YouTube Reels, just Instagram Reels. Make it more accessible for the smooth brain.
And Casey Benz.
What?
We need the booth of that Ace guy, I think, and Casey Benz. That would be
Yeah, Casey was really good, dude. I kind of want to do the booth. When the truck series or when D2, not the truck series. It's not the truck series. When it's Division 2 comes around, I would like to commentate a handful of races. So that'd be fun. I like if anyone remembers me commentating some of the ASCA races, mainly the ASCA Daytona 500 4 years ago. That was I
do remember that.
6.5 hour long race. Use of all the cautions, all the BS. It was nuts. But it was a great time. So, Dylan, am I missing anything else that you want me to talk about?
If you had to pick one race to win the rest of the season, What race are you picking
Going forward, I'm guessing.
going forward?
Oh, dude. Gotta think about this. I mean, if I make it to, since it's not it's not the playoff format like it used to be. Winning you're in doesn't matter, so it's just being consistent. But I mean, cut the playoffs almost in half. I would like to win probably Talladega. I love the plate tracks. I mean, that puts me in a good spot if I maintain a steady momentum. But outside from Talladega, I mean, Atlanta would be cool too, regular season finale. But who knows?
If you want to delay it a little bit longer, there is a slight possibility we get a paint scheme reveal.
You know what? Give us a paint scheme reveal. I'm in no rush if it looks cool.
It looks really cool.
We haven't done that in a while.
B-Red started it. I am finishing it. I'm adding decals to it right now. Adding numbers and team logos to it, and then I will be done with it. So I don't know. Go around the room, talk about like the show you watched most recently or something. I don't fucking know.
Well, I will say this much. One thing I forgot to bring up. I talked about it at the beginning of the show. Kyle Busch passing, and we had a few rowdy tribute schemes. The bottle racing cars and the Go Slow cars, they all ran tribute cars for Indy, but only none of them qualified for the race. So that was a little disappointing.
That was a huge bummer.
Hopefully we see them again.
Fucking Max Changer had to bump James last minute.
What a disappointing end of that.
Don't
dude,
worry,
Max Danger bumping out James Loomis was the worst thing to happen since.
I will make updates to the rest of the schemes hopefully tomorrow when I get off work.
Nice. Yeah, there was a couple other tribute-esque schemes that were, I think, more like number font changes or quick decals. It was busy as hell for me the past 2 weeks, so I have not been able to do anything with my cars, unfortunately. So, but Dylan, whenever you're ready with that car.
I am uploading it to the Rublock right now, making sure everything lines up because B-Red did make it, and I don't trust his skills. Let's see, did he line it up correctly?
There's roadblocks.
He didn't. All right.
Paint scheme reveal delayed, I guess.
It might just have to wait. Hold on. Let's see. Quick adjustment.
Dude's gonna Photoshop it real fast after he
I am.
Knew it, dude.
Read my fucking
AI,
mind.
edit this for me, please.
AI, make the scheme line up. Dude, it's not
AI,
loading me up.
subtitle the rest of Undisputed.
Hey Grok, is this real?
Okay, actually, I just did like one slight change and now it lines up. Okay.
Wow.
Let me go to a game.
He's going to a game.
I gotta put it at a game. Yeah, Charlotte. Why not?
Shot it. Well, it's Speedway.
Let me get a good photo of it.
T-Sports throwing the
Okay.
elevator music.
Well, I mean, talk about something. Talk about like what you were up to. Like, how did you guys think of the cup race in real life? What
Dude,
Chaos.
it was, we talked about it. We're like, man, that was a wreck fest, dude.
And,
Rotors exploding left and right.
Every hotel room has that Chase Briscoe chair.
Chris Buescher,
Oh,
the perfect timing. That was so funny. Poor AJ Allmendinger, man. He was having a great run. I was so disappointed. I was liking the unk off too, like Michael McDowell, AJ Allmendinger running towards the front. That was heartwarming right there.
The fucking track house cars blowing up. They're
Dude,
All right, gang,
Trackhouse-
it's ready. It's ready.
except SVG's a god, apparently.
Let me know when you guys are ready.
Let's do it. Let's see that car. Let's see that row race car.
All right, at Chicago Road Course, B-Rad will be running this throwback.
Oh my god.
Wowzers.
Indiana Jones in a Mims paint scheme.
Holy smokes.
You should, like,
Pretty good.
It's not the JGR #1, which I thought it was going to be, but
It's the KBM one.
you
oh,
should keep it out of the Schemes channel so people have to watch Undisputed to see it.
Ooh, it's a good idea. It's a good idea.
yeah. Only way they're seeing it is Undisputed.
Undisputed.
Undisputed's views have been tanking because people just watch the clips now, which makes sense. I do the same thing, but we need more viewership. Now that's sharp looking. So B-Rad made that?
B-Rad made it. I exported it.
Ah.
It doesn't line up perfectly, but it's not very high quality. It's very blurry. If you can see it in game, it's very blurry, but it's all
There's
right.
a lot going on, so kind of makes
Yes,
sense.
I'm very particular. I mean, once my team goes through its little rebrand next season, and I can't wait to announce that. I can't wait to I worked on some paid schemes the other day for it, and I'm so excited to announce it. I got some ideas what I want to run for who I want to go after.
I have an idea.
I can't fucking wait.
Mr. Krabs, I want to go to bed.
I want to go to bed.
It'll be
Speaking
very
of
fun.
bed, what's the time check, Dur?
We're like an hour at this point. Gotta be.
Hour and 1.
You know what? Perfect. That's undisputedly a time we should stop. This has been another great episode of Mason Tyler's Undisputed. Joining me, you know the crew. Up next, Chicago Street Course. Be there or
In
be
the rain.
square. Or be the street course because we're turning right and left. I'll see you guys next week on Undisputed.
Undisputed with Mason Tyler, Jason Gallagher, and Matthew Mistixo.
This telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or re-uploaded in any form without giving explicit credit to C Media, the featured properties under its C Sports division, and the sanctioning bodies featured in this presentation.